In the late 19th century, Friedrich Nietzsche, isolated in his small study in Sils Maria, Switzerland, penned one of his most enduring quotes: "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Suffering from deteriorating health and increasing isolation, Nietzsche's personal struggles deeply influenced his philosophy. His writings during this period reflect a man grappling with existential questions, seeking meaning amidst physical and mental anguish. The flickering candlelight in his dimly lit room symbolizes the fragile yet persistent human spirit searching for purpose. During the Franco-Prussian War, a wounded soldier lies in a makeshift hospital, clutching a letter from home. His body bears the scars of battle, but his mind clings to Nietzsche's words. The soldier's why, his family, gives him the strength to endure the pain of recovery. This scene illustrates how purpose can transform suffering into endurance. Historical records show that many soldiers turned to philosophy and literature to cope with the horrors of war, finding solace in ideas that transcended their immediate circumstances. A young painter, stricken with tuberculosis, works feverishly to complete her masterpiece, a vibrant sunrise symbolizing hope. Despite her failing health, her why, the creation of beauty, drives her to paint until her last breath. This mirrors Nietzsche's belief that art can provide meaning in the face of suffering. The Romantic era, with its emphasis on emotion and individualism, often portrayed artists as figures who transcended physical limitations through their creative passion. In the coal mines of 19th century Europe, a miner toils in darkness, his body weary from relentless labor. His why is simple yet profound: his children's future. A locket with their portraits hangs around his neck, a tangible reminder of his purpose. This scene reflects the harsh realities of the Industrial Revolution, where countless workers endured brutal conditions for the sake of their families. Nietzsche's quote resonates here, highlighting how love and responsibility can make unbearable conditions endurable. A street child in London steals bread to survive, but hides a book under his rags, a symbol of his dream for education. His why is knowledge, a lifeline in a world that has shown him little kindness. This scene captures the resilience of the human spirit, even in the most desperate circumstances. Historical accounts of 19th century orphans reveal how many clung to dreams of a better life, using literature and self-education as tools for escape and empowerment. And a discredited scientist, mocked by his peers, continues his experiments in a cluttered laboratory. His why is the pursuit of truth, despite societal rejection. This scene reflects Nietzsche's admiration for those who defy convention in the name of higher ideals. The 19th century was a time of scientific upheaval, where figures like Darwin and Pasteur faced intense criticism before their breakthroughs were accepted. The scientist's chalkboard, covered in equations, symbolizes the unyielding quest for understanding. An elderly widow tends to her late husband's rose garden, her gnarled hands nurturing the vibrant blooms. Her why is memory, the preservation of love beyond death. This scene embodies Nietzsche's idea that meaning can be found in legacy and connection. The 19th century saw a cultural fascination with mourning and remembrance, as seen in the era's elaborate cemeteries and memorial practices. The widow's roses, thriving under her care, represent how purpose can flourish even in grief. A political dissident imprisoned for his beliefs carves Nietzsche's quote into his cell wall: "His why is justice, a cause worth enduring captivity." This scene reflects the power of ideas to sustain individuals under oppression. The 19th century was marked by revolutions and political upheavals, where figures like Marx and Bakunin inspired movements for change. The prisoner's act of defiance, etching words of hope into stone, mirrors how philosophy can become a weapon against despair. An alpinist scales the treacherous Alps, his rope fraying as a storm approaches. His why is the summit, a metaphor for human ambition. This scene embodies Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, the individual who overcomes adversity through sheer will. The 19th century saw the golden age of mountaineering, where explorers like Edward Whymper conquered peaks despite immense risks. The climber's struggle against nature mirrors the broader human quest to transcend limitations. Nietzsche, now nearing the end of his life, watches the sunset from his balcony in Turin. His journal lies closed beside him, its pages filled with the wisdom of a lifetime. This scene symbolizes the culmination of his philosophy, that meaning, however fleeting, makes existence bearable. Nietzsche's later years were marked by mental decline, yet his writings continued to inspire. The setting sun, casting the world in golden light, represents the enduring legacy of his ideas.